At the peak of our success, we add a good band member in DMC. What that stands for, I don't know. Probably Mac Daddy or something.
They were already a hit band when I joined. What I did was I sort of made them a super hit band. You know, the machine was already running fine, but I just sort of greased the wheels using lubrication of talent.
No, I don't like that guy. Listen, DMC has like a fucking rat colony up his ass or something. He comes in there all of a sudden and he's just like, I'm top shit, right?
I took, the ingredients were there. They were already there. I took these ingredients and I just sort of stirred them up. And I added like a dash of originality, maybe, to make a booger souffle out of those ingredients. I guess you could say I just brought metaphors to the band, figuratively speaking.
Up and down the shaft, up and down the shaft.
Now that the band was free of Dad's bearded ass, the hits kept on coming.
Where is that Birdman? Hey, baby! Let's dance!
The recording process continued as the band finished up their debut album, Dustin Hoffman's Pumpkin Patch.
The question is, who would you cheese? Pizza Dick or Pimply?
Who would you cheese?
Pirates and peg legs. Pirates and peg legs, beefcakes and moon shoes. Hey Matt, you know the songs Pirates and peg legs? He's awake.
And yeah, well, as with any story, there has to be a tragic downfall. And ours was no different, except it was completely different.
We actually had a very sad night when, I don't know if you're familiar with Listless Matt, the gentleman who sleeps during all of our concerts. A wonderful man. Wonderful. And Billy, on Moonshine, as he almost always was, behind the wheel.
They were pulling into the right lane and got sideswiped, and it was a tractor trailer cut them off 3 times. They flipped. They went over the bridge. You know, Bill Hill eventually recovered. They found most of his leg.
That car accident was a blessing in disguise. Made me realize lots of things. First of all, cars can crash. They're not guided on the road by some sort of magnetic system, as I once believed.
But actually, a few weeks later, maybe even months, we found out that Listless Matt had not been sleeping the entire time after that, but he actually had brain damage.
No offense against narcoleptic people, but, you know, you're fucked up in your own right. Billy Hill didn't realize that he had given his best friend, Listless Matt, brain damage, insufferable brain damage.
At least his eyes are open.
I learned that Matt was not brain dead before the accident, but ironically now he is.
The following inside source agreed to speak to us only under the condition of anonymity.
I'm a confidential source inside the band. I don't want to reveal my identity to no one, no how, nowhere, no way. But I'll reveal to Matlock, I'll reveal to MacGyver, maybe Geraldo if the price is right. He was in that accident, which I don't want to talk about. Ever.
What happened during the accident?
It's not right. It's not right. It's not right! That guy came down, snatched that angel off her. He put an angel on her, he's gonna snatch it off. You can't take and give like that. You gotta give and take.
He felt responsible for what happened to Listless Matt. He turned to God. God turned him back around for a little bit, and he did the rodeo circuit for a while.
I was a grave digger. I drove grave digger, the monster truck. I was a monster truck repairman. I was a repairman assistant. I was a cameraman. I was a pen salesperson. I was a paper towel manufacturer. I was CEO for Apple Corporation. I was Bill Gates' personal assistant. I was a lawnmower. And I jacked off the president. President Carter, mostly.
Billy, unfortunately, turned to religion. God, as you call it. And he has been wearing one of these things, collar and glasses. And he carries a book.
What book does he carry?
Herschel and the Hanukkah Goblins. Great novel.
I found religion in an AOL chat room. Name was Heathen Saber 45. I went to church meeting, got caught up in the festivities and all that shit, and now I love Jesus.
What would you have to say to Satan?
They like to say, "Hail Satan." I say, "Hell no, Satan." So I say.
While Billy turned to religion, another member of Booger and the Ghost is making an even bigger mistake. Jock Jam's drinking began to spiral out of control.
Well, DMC, while I love the guy, he was a bit of a bad influence. He introduced me to something called beer, and I drank it, and it changed me.
Do you want this? What is it? Yes. Yeah!
You know, if Jock wants to say I was a bad influence, fuck him.
And that's when I really started taking a turn for the worse.
A, I never forced Jock Jams to drink alcohol. B, when I did, it was with a tube while he was sleeping, so he couldn't have known. And C, drinking isn't all bad. That's how I got this job at Arby's,
The other band members noticed Jam's drinking was starting to affect his performance in the studio.
Yar, she was the love of my life. But she said she loved me, and I pooped on her.
You got it, boys.
Only about the 30th take.
In the studio, tensions were rising.
Doesn't even know what he's talking.
So is my dick.
It was on. It wasn't.
This could be like.
Calm down,
we're gonna
bitch.
Go, like Jock Jams has problems with keeping his rhythm. When you have
I'm too French.